Me, Master Chief! Actually, it's not really Master Chief. It's Adnan, host of the One4U Show, here with Master Chief. How you doing, Chief? Doing alright. There we go. That's what Chief sounds like, everybody. That's what he's going to sound like in Halo 5 Guardians. That's what he can sound like in the Master Chief collection. Adnan Qureshi, the Dashing Adnan on Twitter, back for the One4U Show. Once again, I got Graham Husted rolling on the video. Come out and say hi, Graham. Okay. Hi. Okay, and we're once again back for episode 9 of the One4U podcast. And it's a big show because we have just wrapped up E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo at Los Angeles, California. I was not there personally, but that doesn't mean there wasn't a ton of video game news that came out regarding E3. And since we have little Master Chief here in the corner with us as our special guest, I'd say we start with Microsoft first. And Microsoft, they had a pretty good press conference, a lot of solid stuff. They didn't talk so much about all their applications and new little layers and stuff that are in the Xbox One like they did last year. We didn't need to hear so much about Netflix, Hulu, ESPN, all that jazz. We started off with Call of Duty, pretty predictable. Call of Duty, it's looking like Call of Duty as usual, but we did get the announcement that Halo 5 Guardians is getting a beta. Isn't that right, Master Chief? You're getting a beta? Yes. It's going to come with my Master Chief collection. Oh, really? What comes in the Master Chief collection? Halos 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4,000 gamer score for people who like achievements like myself. And that's going to come out actually at the end of this year, around November, and it will also come with a beta key to the Halo 5 beta, which is really cool. But it does come with the Master Chief Collection, which is just a kind of a reboot, a redo of the last-gen Halo games coming to the Xbox One, which is part of a trend that we saw a lot of at this year's E3. We saw a lot of games that we saw on the last gen come over to this gen, the Halo Master Chief Collection, Halos 1, 2, 3, and 4. Payday 2 just got announced that it's going to jump over. Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to make its way to the Xbox One and to the PlayStation 4 as well as the PC. Graham, you're excited for Grand Theft Auto 5?
Absolutely.
He can't wait, so because he missed out on it. So I'd say if you missed out on those kinds of games back on the previous gen, it's good that you get that in the upcoming gen and a more definitive, a smoother running 60 frames per second version. It's kind of bittersweet because if you already played them, not too much incentive to play them again, but I know I'm getting the Master Chief Collection, I'm getting beta access plus gamer score because I'm an achievement hunter. But what else at the Microsoft press event? We didn't get anything VR related like I predicted at the last show. We did get a lot of games, but no real hardware announcements, which is fine. E3 is very game centric, and everyone had a solid showing. We got a new Crackdown. It's hopefully going to be better than Crackdown 2. It's going to be more done in the line of Crackdown 1. No new Gears of War announcement, but there was a Phantom Dust announcement, which is kind of an older budget title game for the original Xbox that not a ton of people played, but it does look pretty solid. Dragon Age Inquisition is looking cool. Battlefield Hardline, that one is getting a beta as well. I don't remember if that beta is coming first on the 360 or on the PS4, or I'm sorry, the Xbox One or the PS4, but we are going to get Battlefield Hardline, and the Halo 5 beta will come with the Halo Master Chief Collection. But overall, a really solid showing from Microsoft, just a lot of good titles that are coming up, but nothing that really came out of the blue. There were no new big Gears of War announcements or any big secret announcements. No Beyond Good and Evil 2. Very sad. Did read up that it is apparently still in development.
Right.
Yeah, apparently it's still in development, but we got nothing on Beyond Good and Evil 2. So that was a no-show, and I was very disappointed. What wasn't a no-show, though, is we got some new gameplay on Mirror's Edge 2, and Mirror's Edge 2 looks really smooth, really clean, like a lot of this stuff. I can't wait for Mirror's Edge 2. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, which is coming out on both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, looks like it's going to be solid as well. Massive. I just played Ground Zeroes, and Ground Zeroes, even though it was somewhat of a glorified demo, it made me really excited for what's coming up with Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. So Microsoft, I'd say they had, and just everyone all together had a very solid showing at this year's E3, but nothing that was too out of the wall, too groundbreaking that you wouldn't already expect. But Microsoft did push that they have a lot of indie support coming. I believe they call it Xbox ID, indie development. So there's going to be a lot of cool indie stuff that's going to be coming the way of Microsoft. What else? Sunset Overdrive. That one looks pretty interesting. That one is the next game from Insomniac Games, who did the Ratchet and Clank games. So it's one of their games outside of developing for just the PlayStation. So that should be pretty interesting. Overall, though, Microsoft, nothing too surprising, nothing amazing, but nothing bad. Fable Legends, co-op Fable game. All you guys who like your Fable games, you're going to have 4-player co-op Fable game. That's going to be pretty cool. Assassin's Creed Unity, 4-player co-op, and that co-op was the theme. Far Cry 4. 4-player, I don't know if it's 2-player or 4-player. It's either way, it's co-op. E3 was co-op. I'm co-oping with Master Chief here. This is a co-op podcast. And now we got co-op games all over the place. So Creed 4, co-op. Far Cry 3, co-op. Halo's going to have co-op, obviously. So it's just co-op, co-op, co-op. I got no problems with co-op. Co-op is absolutely fantastic. And I can't wait to get my hands on a lot of those games that are coming out. Assassin's Creed 4 looks slick. Was there a lot of... Did you see anything, Graham, on Comet? Assassin's Creed Comet, which is the one that's coming to the 360 and PS3, which is like their separate game?
No, all I really focused on was Unity, and how they're going about the integration of the co-op, and how there's going to be different skill sets for different assassins.
Yeah,
you can use that.
And then they have the team assassination stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of did that stuff with Assassin's Creed 4 and also in the multiplayer, where they all have different skill sets and stuff like that. So it seems like it's going to be a very big expansion on that idea, but with a story tied to it, which is going to be cool. Mm-hmm. So overall, though, Microsoft, lots of great third-party support as expected. Lots of indie support, which is very great. And I think overall, if you're an Xbox One owner, and if you're an Xbox 360 owner, you're not going to be disappointed with all the stuff that's coming out. We're going to transition next. We're going to talk about the PlayStation 4 and the Sony press conference all together. Before we talk about that, let's show you a little bit of footage. Me and my buddy Raul went to Best Buy for the Super Smash Bros. Smash Fest, and we got to try out both of the versions of the game, the 3DS and the Wii U version. So here's a little bit of footage I took of the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros.
I was like, wait. Here we observe Raul playing Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. He is the Wii Fit trainer, trying that out. I tried my hand at Mega Man. It wasn't very successful. Oh, Raul, nice. Can't wait that. Smash Fest at Best Buy in Yorba Linda. Like what stage, John? I don't think we're gonna get the second fight. Oh man. Yeah. Definitely does. Do it. Oh, there's a Smash Ball. That sucks. Just go for it. Oh no. No. Oh no, Mario got it. Mario is gonna fucking. Just like before.
Oh, what do you think of that footage? I think it looks cool. The 3DS version's looking real smooth. Oh, hello. Master Chief had to go off on a mission, try and save the world from the flood of nation. And instead I brought from me Cole from Infamous, because we're going to start talking about the Sony press conference from E3. Oh, I love Sony. There was a new Infamous DLC? Yeah, and you're not in it. Well, sorry about that. Just because we have a new protagonist in Infamous The Second Son, so we got some new DLC coming out for Infamous Second Son called First Light. It was a small kind of teaser trailer. It wasn't like anything too big. You're playing as this girl, it looks like. So it's really cool that Sony is doing more with fleshing out the characters in Infamous, so that's cool. The press conference opened up with Destiny, which is looking pretty sweet on its own. Bungie really showing a lot of Sony love post their Microsoft years with Halo. So they've already announced that the beta is going to come onto the PlayStation 4 version, and that Sony already is getting exclusive content for Destiny. But yeah, and so Destiny is looking real sweet, real cool. I'm really excited. Bungie's last game, Halo Reach, obviously was a fantastic game and a great swan song for Bungie on their work on the Halo series, and they seem to be really motivated to put out something really cool, new, and unique with Destiny. Back to remakes, we're getting The Last of Us Remastered. Graham, Last of Us Remastered?
Yeah!
He's excited for Last of Us Remastered. And looking smoother, going to have the Left Behind DLC as part of the package. I believe they're doing an upgrade thing if you already own The Last of Us in some way, so that'll be good for me if I decide to replay it and get a PS4. So Last of Us Remastered, Graham, you can't wait because you never played it.
I can't wait because I never played it.
Exactly. You know what else we can't wait for? Speaking of Naughty Dog, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. What do you think of that trailer? That small trailer we got out?
Oh, it's enough.
It was
you didn't need any more than that. You just needed to see how silky, buttery, smooth it looked, and then
look at Nathan Drake's ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
That hot ass on Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake, he's looking great. He's probably looking like he's maybe 8 years older because Sully sounds like he's gonna be part of the adventure. And Sully, if it was any older, he'd be way too old to be part of the adventure.
Spoiler alert: Sully's gonna die again.
Oh. So A Thief's End. So this, if I was to guess, it's probably going to be the last thing that we get out of Nathan Drake as far as Uncharted is concerned. If the title is, I doubt they'll get rid of the franchise, but I think this will be the last Nathan Drake Uncharted.
But what about Uncharted Racing?
Oh, that's called Mod Nation Racers, right? Or Little Big Planet Karting?
No, but you know how there's it was Crash 1, 2, 3, and then Racing, and then it was Jack and Dexter.
Naughty Dog,
1, 2,
that's
3,
true.
Racing.
You're absolutely 100% right. Naughty Dog has made kart racing games out of all their franchises. So that means The Last of Us is also going to get a kart racing game.
There you go, see?
Breaking news on the One4U Show, Last of Us karting. Mark it down. In any case, speaking of Little Big Planet, Little Big Planet 3, more big character creation content. It looks great, but that comes to be expected. The coolest thing, I think, is that all the user-created content from Little Big Planets 1 and 2 you can still access in Little Big Planet 3. And I think that's a fantastic idea. I forgot to mention this in the Xbox One. I don't remember if it was in either of the conferences, but a game I know, Graham, you're excited for. Batman Arkham Knight. That's going to be PS4, Xbox One. That game's looking amazing. Got pushed back till next year, which is unfortunate, but it looks great. It looks fantastic, and if you're a fan of the Arkham series, Rocksteady, the reason they pushed it back is so they can make a better game than they were going to at the original release date of October, and I would rather a game come out later and be perfect than come out sooner and be subpar.
Although,
what?
To interject, they kind of said that about Watch Dogs.
Oh, yeah. Well, Watch Dogs isn't... Watch Dogs, it's not getting bad reviews.
It's not getting bad reviews.
No, I mean, it's getting good, but not fantastic reviews. It didn't live up to all the hype.
It didn't live up to the blue balls that we got.
Speaking of Ubisoft hype, how about The Division? We got to see some more of The Division this year. How's The Division looking to you, Graham?
Oh, I can't wait. I want to. That's one thing that I think will be cool with the integrated of the tablet and how you can swoop in and stuff like that.
Maybe they'll do stuff with Morpheus on that too, the VR headset.
I mean,
because now The Division is this big thing of integrating all these different platforms into one interesting concept. So we got The Division from Ubisoft coming out.
And I know I said last time that I wasn't attracted to the integration of the Kinect, but I don't know. There's something about how you can control a little drone with the tablet.
It all just depends on, you just have to try it first, and if it works, then it works. If it doesn't work, then you don't use it, really. Yeah, so we'll find out really when we get our hands on it. Speaking of stuff, The Order 1886, is that what it's called? 1886?
Yes.
Okay, and then there was
1986. That would be so stupid.
This The Order 1986 with Bill Cosby. Now, well,
to do with the vampires and the werewolves and the Baidu.
How'd The Order look to you, Graham?
Oh, look super creepy. Just watching some of the gameplay and cinematic for it. Mm-hmm. It looked just kind of terrifying.
Speaking of super creepy, a game that a friend of mine, Donovan, is looking forward to, Aliens Isolation. That looks like it's not going to be the fuck up that Aliens Colonial Marines was. It looks very, very eerie, a lot of great sound design, a lot of great aesthetic, how it still has the 1976 version of what we thought the future would look like, where the computer screens are still kind of crappy and stuff. It's very true looking to the Aliens universe. That's looking extremely solid. Sony's got their PlayStation Now service that's in beta now. It's going to be rolling out by the end of the year. It's going to be integrated into some smart TVs along with Vita television, which is going to be able to play Vita games and stream games as well. A lot of streaming going on from Sony just all together. They showed off this interesting PlayStation Now stuff where people are coming home and they're playing all these PlayStation 3 games just from a television. All you need is just the controller to go with it. So I think that's going to be very interesting, especially to getting non-gamers to play maybe certain video games. Like non-gamers might pick up Little Big Planet just because it'll be on the streaming service. So hopefully internet will get faster just all around for all of us, so streaming can move very smoothly. You know, I don't know how well streaming moves on most people's internet at their homes, but I'm assuming you're going to need at least a decent, download speed in order to get some decent quality out of it. What else did we get out of Sony? We got Infamous, we got Destiny. I'm missing something. Grim Fandango. That's what I was missing. Grim Fandango. I'm jealous of Sony. I wanted to play Grim Fandango for so long. It was an old PC game from 1999, and Double Fine, Tim Schafer, the guy who made the game originally, he's going to be working on making it look a little prettier for the PlayStation 4 and for the Vita. So it's going to be a remake of this classic old Manny Cavaliera Grim Reaper adventure. Ha 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 ha. So
makes me hopeful that we'll get a Papa the Rappa.
Oh, Parappa the Rappa.
Parappa the Rappa.
Old
get another remake of that.
Old games that we haven't seen from a while. Well, we saw Parappa in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Let's just forget that game existed too. Let's just sweep that under anywhere. Oh, Cole, you're down. Oh, Cole's going down. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to just cut Sword on Sony right now. Cole, I'm sorry. You know what'll make you feel a little better is some Smash Brothers Wii U footage. Is that going to be good? Alright, cool. You go get some rest, and we'll play some Smash Brothers Wii U footage, and then we'll come back with highlights on the Nintendo Digital event.
Smash Brothers for the Wii U footage. I love her recovery time. The Wii Fit trainer. I shot like
Oh man, the Wii U version of Super Smash Brothers is looking real good. I know. Oh, isn't that good, Luigi and Luigi? Yes. Oh, right. So now that you guys have seen the little hands-on that I had with both the Wii U version and the 3DS version of Super Smash Brothers, I think that's appropriate time to talk about Nintendo as we bring Luigi and Luigi here right next to Yoshi. Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U and the 3DS. 3DS version is looking very clean and very smooth. Controls a little interestingly. Took me a little bit. Didn't really get used to it, but I only had a small hands-on with that. The Wii U version looks very good. Feels pretty similar to the Smashes we played in the past, which isn't a bad thing. Got to try out Little Mac. Little Mac was awesome. Mega Man felt a little underpowered to me, but otherwise Smash Brothers is looking absolutely solid, and I don't think anyone is going to be disappointed with when Smash Brothers comes out. Which brings me to the interesting point that they showed off at the Nintendo Digital event, the Amiibos. The Amiibos are the little Skylanders kind of figures with Mario and Luigi and Zelda and Link and all them. So it's Nintendo's getting into the Skylanders little action figure kind of market. And I think they should have done this a long time ago. A lot, even around the time when Skylanders and Disney Infinity were a little bit more popular, around like maybe before Disney Infinity even, they should have jumped on the Skylanders bandwagon. But I think it'll still do well for Nintendo. I think they'll make a good profit off of those, and it's a good idea for them to get into it because everybody loves the Nintendo characters. I think they have a very big appeal, and I think anyone who has a Wii U will probably pick up at least one of them. I think I will, just to at least see what the deal is about, like getting your little characters to fight in Smash Brothers or their little Mario Kart integration. So we'll find out more about that really when they come out. But it's a very interesting idea, and props to them for the little action figures. And then speaking of Yoshi over here, Yoshi is going to be part of a Kirby's Epic Yarn type adventure, Yoshi's Woolly World, which looks so cute. And there's co-op where you can poop out your friend and shoot your friend about and stuff like that. But Yoshi's Woolly World looks like it's going to be really cute and a little fun little co-op game. It's going to be probably pretty easy because I remember Kirby's Epic Yarn being very easy. Still, good stuff there. We did get also a new Kirby kind of Canvas Curse game for the Wii U. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the Rainbow Curse, so that'll be interesting. What else did we get on Nintendo? We also got Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. Captain Toad was a toad that like hunted for treasure in Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U, and they gave him these little side missions where you would not be able to jump, but you have to navigate around to get the stars. So it looks like just a fuller version of that. I hope it's kind of going to be a downloadable title because I couldn't see that as like a full retail Wii U title, but it looks fun enough as it is. Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2. More Bayonetta 2. Problem with Bayonetta 2, no release date official, just 2014. But the coolest thing is that Bayonetta 2 will come with Bayonetta 1 now. So you get both games on the Wii U. So Nintendo owners didn't get Bayonetta 1, and Bayonetta 1 is now going to have like Nintendo costumes. So Bayonetta's gonna look really sexy in a Link costume and a Samus costume and a Peach costume. Peach has never looked so hot, and now it's Bayonetta, but Bayonetta 2's action still looking fast, furious, sexy, and the fact that it's going to be bundled with the first game is going to make it quite the value package, I would say, for Wii U owners who are looking for a really good action game. The problem, I would say, with Nintendo's presentation for the most part, even though it was cool that they had little robot chicken snippets with Seth Green and all that, I think the problem is that most of the titles that were announced are 2015. We're not getting a ton of stuff that's coming this year for the Wii U, but we are getting a lot of stuff that is looking promising for next year. Like the new Legend of Zelda looks pretty phenomenal, just like how Mario Kart 8 looked great on the Wii U. The new Zelda looks great. It's going to be kind of an open world type game, so that's interesting. So you can like travel to the mountains that you can see in the distance. So Zelda fans I know are freaking out about the new Legend of Zelda. But for the most part, Nintendo delivered on more of the same, which isn't a bad thing. They just delivered a lot of really cool ideas and to their franchises that are coming out. There's going to be a new Star Fox on the Wii U that's coming out next year, but we didn't really see anything on it. We just know little tidbits about it that are coming from Miyamoto for Star Fox for the Wii U. They did introduce one new IP. It's called Splatoon. Splatoon is a 4-on-4 ink shooter. So it's kind of like a Call of Duty, but you shoot ink at each other and you try and ink up the entire world. And it's a really interesting, almost like a My First Shooter kind of type thing, but it's cool. It looks like it's going to be fun and furious, and I think it'll be a really solid 4-on-4 online game that is going to come out for the Wii U. I hope they add a campaign to it. I hope it looks like it'll be a really robust package as opposed to just the kind of 4-on-4 shooters. Otherwise, it would kind of feel like Gotham City Imposters to me, which was a downloadable shooter that looked kind of like that. So hopefully Splatoon, though, I'm glad that Nintendo is at least thinking outside the box, thinking of like new ideas that they're doing. We didn't get a new Metroid. I know some people are disappointed about that, but we did get Pac-Man is coming to Super Smash Bros., and now we have seen the photo of Pac-Man and Mega Man, Sonic, and Mario. That's just like the craziest thing you could ever see in your life. They're all in one game together, and they're going to be beating the crap out of each other, which is also just even weirder. In fact, my buddy Graham, who's behind the camera, he's going to put up a little promotional poster that he thought was awesome back here.
It's the level, it's the Pac-Man level, and everybody's all 8-bit. Hopefully, it'd be really cool to see all of those characters in 8-bit on a level go do 60 frames per second with like 8-bit.
8-bit 60 frames would make you throw up, I feel. So Pac-Man is coming to Smash, so we'll probably get some sort of Pac-Man maze level also to represent that franchise. I think that's cool that Nintendo has got this franchise that just brings so many gamers together in so many different aspects. So that's going to be cool. Mario Kart 8 already came out. That game is amazing. If you have a Wii U, you owe it to yourself to pick out Mario Kart 8. Don't miss out on it. It's absolutely fantastic. Nintendo, though, just like everyone else, solid showing, nothing spectacular, which is what I would say about this E3. E3 was solid. It's got a lot of good titles that we're all looking forward to coming out, and we can't wait for. I would say if you're a gamer this holiday season, you got a lot of stuff to look forward to. Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. You're going to be happy this holiday season. And then 2015, we have a roadmap for stuff that's going to look absolutely amazing, hopefully, in that time frame, too. But in the meantime, I think that's going to wrap up the post-E3 show of the One4U Show. I'd like to thank Graham for running the camera and directing this episode and for editing this together.
You're welcome.
And in any case, just leave questions, comments, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at @TheDashingAdnan. Like the video, rate the video, subscribe to the video, share the video with your friends, follow me on Twitter, like the Facebook page. I can't link the Facebook page, unfortunately, but it's the One4U Show. Look for that on Facebook. So like that, follow me on Twitter, ask me questions. What do you want to see? What did you like from E3? Let me know. Tweet at me or put in the comments section. In any case, though, until next year, I think this has definitely been an E3 that's been one for you. Alright. You got like 8 minutes out of Nintendo there.